Hi, welcome back. This is Brian from SunrisePOS. I was going to go through a little tutorial on frozen yogurt shops. We do hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them through the years. We started out with actually doing the pink berries, although they're not a weighted concept, but we have all the Tutti Fruttis, Blizz. We have locations in the Palms Casino. Thousands of customers across the country using our frozen yogurt point of sale system. Also, a lot of the frozen yogurt customers not only sell frozen yogurt, but they also do beverages. Coca-Colas, coffees, things like that. They also might do sandwiches or smoothies or those type of things. But I'm going to go through just a quick tutorial on how the frozen yogurt process works. So this would be kind of your main screen that you'd be looking at, and you can choose maybe a small yogurt, and it's going to prompt you to. Typically, a lot of people they just put them on. They just throw everything on the scale, and if you've got quantities, you can actually hit quantity. I've got 3 small yogurts, and that'll prompt you for the weight. It pulls the weight in from this automatically from the scale, pulls the tare weight out as well. We're selling it at 49 cents an ounce, but it will automatically pull your tare weight of your cup out. During the setup, when we do the training and the assistance with the installation, we'll actually have you put one of your empty cups, a small, a large. Nowadays, a lot of companies are gone to just one medium-sized cup, but whatever you've got, it's no problem. We'll set up the we'll pull the tare weights out automatically, and then maybe they've got a quantity of 2 larges. On there, it'll prompt you again for the weight of those yogurts, and it'll automatically pull it right into the system for you. And say they also want to get some beverages. They want to get a bottled water and maybe a hot tea or something like that. And then from there, you're ready to you can maybe if they're paying by cash, they can do that, or if they're paying by credit card, that you can hit. If with the cash, there's quick cash buttons. If you'll notice on here that right now our total is $40.50. If they give you or $40.54, if they give you exact change, you can hit that button. Or say maybe they give you a $50 bill, you can hit the $50 bill button, and then it automatically pops up. It does prompt you if they would like a receipt. A lot of customers do with frozen yogurt. Maybe they don't want a receipt, and they can just you can choose yes or no on that. Also, with the yogurt, maybe they just bought. You got a customer with just one yogurt. It's kind of just a smaller one here, $1.20. All your discount features and everything are all built in. So if you're maybe promoting some kind of mailer that you did, or you've got maybe employees while they're working, they get a 50% discount, or maybe while they're not working, if they just come in, they get a 25% discount. Maybe you're real tight with your church, or you offer a birthday discount. You put as many discount options as you want in here. This is all. This is because the system is password protected. This would only be allowed to be done by someone that's allowed to give discounts. So you can really fine tune that as well as far as what features and functions you're going to allow your employees to do through the security settings. So I'll just go ahead and put a 25% birthday discount on there with their small yogurt, and maybe they'll add a apple juice or something like that to it. And so they get their birthday discount right there. And if they're doing paying by cash and you see that they've got cash in their hand, you can actually just hit cash tender right there. Or if they're paying by card, you can hit settle, and right there at this point they would just swipe or insert their card if you are using one of the processors that is currently certified on the EMV platform. But it really depends on your credit card processor. Everybody's getting they've already got 3 or 4 of the processors finished and certified with hardware ready to go, but the chip and signature really isn't hitting the frozen yogurt market too heavy. That's really not where the fraudsters are going to be using those. And obviously you'd still be able to fight your chargebacks, things like that. There's also some good features with splitting. You can split the check up evenly. If you got 4 people that want to pay and you want to split it up 4 ways, you can do that. Or you can even go through and you can do a split split, say I'll go ahead and add someone wants to get a sandwich. Also, you notice that it does prompt for your modifiers. So if you're doing sandwiches, it'll prompt you for the bread. It'll prompt you whatever. Maybe they get a side with that. You know, and also the different modifiers of no tomato, extra onions, all those. That's all very easily programmed, and we train you on that, you know, very, very well. So this person gets with some French fries, and they get a Coke. And so you can actually split this completely even. You would add another check here, and this person's taking the bottled water and the apple juice, and that the other person's getting the sandwich and the Coca-Cola. And you click on finish, and it'll print select. It'll print. You can either print both of those checks, and it'll print right there to them, and they'll be ready. They can, you know, they can actually settle out. You just click on recall. Right here, and there's your two open items you've got right there. That's the small yogurt, and they're ready to get to settle out. Maybe they just give you $4, and that they're done. And then you've got this other one here that you can recall. And it's this is one with the chicken sandwich right there, and they're ready to pay, and they're gonna pay with Visa. So you just swipe the credit card, and it automatically pops up. And yes, you would print a receipt for this one, and it would prompt, you know, that way they could put a tip on there if they would like to, you know, tip your staff. Tons and tons of features all built into this. I could go for days on end on all the different features and functions of this, but really your main functionality and everything. Oh, the system also does gift cards internally. You can use, if you're using one of the supported credit card processors, which is Mercury Payment Systems, Sterling, and Cayenne. They have an Open Edge. They're the four that do integrated gift at no charge for. Now a lot of them will give you free gift cards as well. You can do gift cards. You can do, but if you're using a third-party credit card processor like First Data or Chase Payment Tech or TSYS, they don't have an integrated payment gift card solution. So you would just use Aldelo's gift card solution. And really, at that point, all you have to buy are the cards themselves. And in frozen yogurt, gift cards are extremely popular. So you'll definitely be using them in that environment for sure. You can recharge cards. You can actually do printed gift certificates if you like, instead of the actual gift cards. It's up to you. It really depends on your flavor. But again, this is all password protected. Here's, you'd swipe the MSR card here, and you'd put in your dollar amount, how much payment you took. You can add multiple cards, so you can sell 10 $5 cards in a row and just collect one payment for that. It's real easy to do. So hopefully that gave you kind of a good idea. Also go to kind of some of the back office. You've got all your different sales reports, sales by hour, sales by order type, sales by server or station. That way you can kind of see what your staff is doing. Maybe you have some kind of competition, you know, whoever sells the most, which is great for upselling and, you know, those type of things. Sales by hour is a really great report. It gives you a breakdown of your sales hour by hour by hour. And what's nice about having your sales by hour is it'll tell you throughout your whole day. You can even go back and kind of create trends on this. If you go back a couple of months, you can see that, okay, between 9 o'clock we're pretty busy, but during the rest of these days, during these times, we're not that busy. So I don't need to have 3 cashiers on the floor at you know, these slow times. And you can also use this information for marketing purposes. You could do sweet tweets. If you notice that between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock, you really don't do a lot of sales, so maybe you do a sweet tweet blast with all your Twitter followers, and do like a 15% off if they mention the word you know, tweet or something like that. It's up to you. You can do a lot of promotions and things like that utilizing the reporting data that you get out of Aldelo. Also, every single report is exportable to a .csv, which is just your standard Excel file. Kind of jumping into my Excel field there, but and that you can take that Excel file and email it right off. All your tax reports, sales reports, time card reports. This does have a time card interface, so your employees can clock in and clock out right through the system. They just click on time card right here, and they clock out for a break. They can view their schedule. You can do forced scheduling. There's quite a bit of functionality for your labor management on here. You can even put in how much they get paid per hour, and then you just run that payroll your payroll report at the end of the 2 weeks or however often you do your payroll, and export that to a .csv and email it right off to your accountant or whoever's doing your books for you. So really easy to use, really great functionality of the system. Very clean interface. It can change if you want to put your logo here, or maybe you want to take a picture of your yogurts or something like that and put that here. This can be changed. We can put clouds in the background here if you want that. If you are located in California, you do have to have this dine-in button, even if you don't have any tables or anything like that. That's just a law in California. If you're outside of California, you might want to just check with your tax people on do I need to have a dine-in button if the people are. If you do have some people dining in, because that's going to reflect on if it's taxable or non-taxable. So again, just wanted to do a brief overview of the functionality of the Aldelo POS for a frozen yogurt store that we do tons and tons and tons of, and we can actually have this be your top if that's what you're selling the most of. We would just put that here, and that would be your first one that comes up. But again, if you also sell other items, appetizers, smoothies, beverages, things like that, we train you on how to program it. You can make these different colors. You can make all these different colors. You can actually even take pictures of a hot dog and put it on the button if you like, but I think that kind of confuses your employees sometimes. I like just the clean word, and maybe a different color. Grilled cheese, you can make that yellow. Your chicken fingers, you make that like a darker or like a light orange, or whatever you want to do. There's tons of options as far as that goes. Another thing you can do too, if you have, like, say you are making sandwiches and it's something that has to be prepared, it's got to go to a kitchen to be prepared, is you can just grab the customer's name instead of using numbers, because it gives you a little bit more personal touch. And so I'm going to put in there Brian, and when I go ahead and settle that out, it's going to send that. I'll just settle it out with cash. I'll give $15. I'll put a couple dollars, and I don't need a receipt. But I want to be part of the frequent diner program. There's a customer loyalty program is built right into the software. Tracks it all by phone number. And I click OK, and now I've just added money to my frequent diner. And you can set any kind of program that you want. You can do it by the amount of visits, or like the little old school punch card style, or you can do it, what most people do now is by dollar amount. Maybe they spend $100 at your location, they get a $5 gift card, or they spend $200 and they get a $20 gift card, or whatever you guys want to do, or a hat or a t-shirt, or 10% off their next order, or whatever you want to do. But it does create that loyalty that they keep coming back to you, because they'll know that you eventually they're gonna hit their goal, and it'll show on the bottom of their receipt how many points they've accrued. And when they do hit their accrual value, it'll pop up a message saying you've hit your loyalty rewards, and then the cash will be prompted to give them their whatever their free gift is that you're doing, or whatever promo that you guys are running. And again, we do swipe cards. I'm not a big fan of people seeing my code when I put it on if I'm a manager or an owner. We do provide you a free, no charge, the employee swipe cards, so that way you avoid the buddy clock-ins where they call and say, hey, I'm running 10 minutes late, can you clock me in? My code's 1234. You avoid those where they actually have to swipe a card to clock in, clock out, and that also establishes when you're setting up your particular employees in the back office. You're going to set up all their different security settings, security rights in the system. So access back office, that should be a 5. Only a manager, owner should be able to have access to the back office. Where creating a new order, that might be a 1 or a 2. Maybe you've got just your food prep people that are they just cut fruit, and they just clock in and clock out through the system, but they're not allowed to ring in any sales. So you can do that. Refunds, to a customer, that should be left with managers. But again, you can go through all these different features and functions as far as security settings, and then when you set your employee up in the system, you're going to set them up with whatever particular job title, that different level that you're going to give this customer. So hopefully that gave you a really good overview, just a quick briefing on Aldelo POS for frozen yogurt, and show you how easy it is. Aldelo is certified by the Department of Weights and Measures, as well as SunrisePOS. We are certified agents of the Department of Weights and Measures, and we maintain our licensing annually. We have all of our pre-calibration tools, so the scales will be pre-calibrated before they ship out to you. All the software is preloaded, all the drivers are loaded. Like I said, I've got customers all across the country. I've got customers in Canada, Mexico, all over the place using these systems. And the way we stage them, you don't need an expensive technician to come out and get this installed. We provide you with some installation training videos, as well as we walk you through over the phone how to set it up if you're not in our local area. If you are in our local area here in Southern California, you can opt for an on-site installation. It's not much, not much more. But again, I very rarely see the need for it these days, the way that we do our staging, and especially with the all-in-ones that we have, that everything's pre-labeled, and it really is a very simple installation for this. So hopefully that gave you a good idea, and got you enticed to purchase your next frozen yogurt POS system from SunrisePOS. Thank you very much. If you have any other questions, please feel free to give us a call at 800-531-4767, and we'd love to work with you. Thank you.